Hello, City Biz audience. My name is Ed Gilhuly with Left Communication, and I have the pleasure of interviewing Leonard Goldberg today. He is the founder and CEO of Gold Aviation and the new president of Entrepreneurs Organization South Florida. Hi, Leonard. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
So we'll get to Gold Aviation in a minute, but first tell me about your new role. What is Entrepreneurs Organization South Florida?
Sure. So I'm the new president. Last year was the incoming president. So I take over a term of 2 years. Looking forward to it, especially after my long tenure with the chapter and with the organization. EO is a peer-to-peer learning organization, a very safe environment to share information both personally and professionally. We're currently at $3 billion in revenue just in our chapter in South Florida, with over 12,000 jobs created in South Florida, which makes up Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach. And the worldwide organization, we're in 80 countries and have about 20,000 members.
Fantastic. So how long have you been a member of the group?
I've been a member for 23 years.
Oh, super. And so in that time, as you were building and growing your own business and engaging in the organization, what have been some of the biggest benefits that you've derived from EO?
Well, at its core, I'm in a forum. I've been in the same forum for 23 years. We have some of the original members. We have some new members in our forum. It's really a group that, after 23 years, has helped me immensely in my business and personally. I've grown up with these people and their kids. That extends to, I've been on the board for many years. The board's kind of an extension of your forum. And then the chapter, being in 23 years and see the chapter grow, I've met so many wonderful entrepreneurs in South Florida. It's also regional. I do regional events and global events. So my tentacles go worldwide.
Uh-huh. I've had conversations with a number of members, and many say that, it's not just professional development, it's personal development, work-life balance, all of those things.
I'm a product of that. I worked in my business. I work 24 hours, 7 days a week. I'm in that type of business. And through the years and through events, EO for sure has helped me work on my business and get a much better balance of life.
Fantastic. Is there any particular piece of advice that was passed along to you early on that really stuck, or that you like to pass along to other members?
Really define your core values, who you are in a business. You've heard from other people about you're finding your why, your passion, but really defining my core values has led to, I think, being able to work on the business and have more of a organic business where things flow better, the people you hire are better, the customers you deal with are more in line with who you want to do business with.
Mm-hmm. So that can lead us into Gold Aviation. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. Gold Aviation is an aircraft management charter company. We provide aircraft maintenance, sales, and acquisition services for our clients. It's all in the private jet space.
Fantastic. Fill in some of the metrics that you're comfortable with, your growth and goals and mission and everything else.
So the company, we're 29 years old, which feels like yesterday when I started the company. But we've gone through some pivots. We grew with airplanes that were 20 years old, more in the twin piston turboprop market, servicing the Bahamas, while providing brokerage services for jets worldwide. The brokerage grew quite rapidly, so we grew our fleet into a fleet of executive jets. Because of many things that happened over the years, we exclusively now have grown our fleet with the Embraer Phenom 300s. In the light jet market and in the super jet market, we have the Praetor 500 and 600s by Embraer.
Okay. And what's next on the horizon? Any big plans?
So we want to start a fund so we can buy and sell jets. That's our next big plan, as well as continue to grow the fleet. We will be over 20 airplanes within the next 12 months. which is a very critical step for our growth plans.
All right. And in your sector, what sets Gold Aviation apart from its competitors?
So I really think it comes down to our core values, who we define ourselves as, and how we play in the market. We're very sought after by key players in the market that sell big programs that are much bigger companies. They use us as their backup, which is a unique position to be in because you have to go through a lot of hard qualifications to be able to do that, fly for other people, as well as we have our own retail clients that has been built, for almost 30 years. We've perpetuated that growth, we are who we are in the industry, and the people that know us use us, and it's really paid huge dividends.
Fantastic. I know you're based in Fort Lauderdale, but you also have aircraft and/or locations.
Yeah, it's a logistical business, so we have planes based in Puerto Rico, on the west coast of Florida, on the west coast of the United States, and in New York.
All right. So you have a lot of coverage there. Now, you were talking about core values. I know one thing that's very important to you in my conversations with other EO members and such is supporting the community through civic and charity efforts. I know you've been very active and have taken leadership roles in a number of organizations and efforts. Can you share a little of those details?
Yeah. Our biggest journey philanthropically is with Gilda's Club of South Florida. It's a cancer support organization formed after Gilda Radner, who was one of the original Saturday Night Live cast members. She was married to Gene Wilder. So after her passing, Gene realized that she had a unique opportunity, that she was at home. She was supported by family, and that really helped her in her battle. So Gilda's Club was dear to us. My mother was a volunteer there, so we did a charity event in our hangar that benefited Gilda's Club. And then my wife actually was diagnosed with breast cancer. So we went from being a volunteer family to a member family. 30 days after she finished chemo, my mother was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. So my wife did well in her battle. My mother, unfortunately, did not. So they asked me to be on the board after she passed. I was chairman of the board. We helped grow the organization. Then when I rolled off the board, they asked me to be chairman of the capital campaign. So we went from a 5,000 square foot home to a 20,000 square foot home with many, many more programs being offered. So it's been very impactful to my family and to everyone I know.
Yeah, and you're still involved.
We're still involved for sure. And then, with EO, when Hurricane Dorian Category 5 hit the northern Bahamas, the Abacos and Grand Bahama, it was a really organized effort to help the people of the Bahamas, because people in South Florida, especially me, the Bahamas have been an economic engine for my company for almost 30 years. So we called to duty, that we were duty bound to provide relief efforts. So while I was filling my hangar full of relief supplies and organizing flights to get the relief to the Bahamas, EO, through Mission Resolve, got a cruise ship. We sent a cruise ship out there, and we helped a lot of people. But it was very natural to do with the Bahamas proximity and just my relationship with people there.
Yeah, I remember doing some of the communication with that, and your leadership there was very much appreciated, and the logistics and the expertise that you were able to bring. I know in my interactions with the EO folks, people were lining up crazy to want to, say thanks to you. And that was, a really telling sign, which may have been a factor in your taking over this new leadership role, because everybody had fantastic things to say. I know your predecessor, Lil Roberts, who's fantastic.
Big shoes to fill over here.
Yeah, feels very good with you stepping in. So tell us a little bit about that. Like, what are your plans for the chapter? If you have a particular mission, any key themes and words you want to attach?
Yeah, so the theme is resilience and personal growth. I think it's poignant for our chapter at this point. We're able to theme, a lot of the learning events we're going to do, and really message the core strengths of our chapter to this community. It's a big one. I'm so honored to be in this role and following Lil, who's put such an impactful board together, and carrying this forward.
Yeah, it's a large and very expert board that you have there. And then the chapter itself is one of the largest and impactful chapters, I think, in EO across the globe, correct?
Correct. Yeah, we're considered a mega chapter. We're one of the biggest mega chapters in the world. We get to meet with EO global leadership. They look to the mega chapters to help guide the rest of the organization.
All right, super. Well, congratulations again on that. I'm looking forward very much to working with you in this role. And before we go, are there any other messages you want to leave with the CityBiz audience?
Yeah, so how, when you grow up and how your past basically comes full circle. I lost my father early on to a heart attack. It was the year I actually started my business. So I didn't realize how impactful maybe he was when I was younger. But I realized through our core values, it's go forward with passion, integrity, operate safely, lead empathetically, and decide wisely. And I realize I wake up every day to make him proud, and it perpetuates to everything I do, and why I'm part of EO, why my organization is the way it is. So I'm ready and look forward to giving back because I've been given so much.
Fantastic. Well, I really appreciate it. I appreciate the opportunity here to talk to you, and to the CityBiz audience and the platform for all they do for the business community. Thanks very much.
Thanks for the opportunity. I greatly appreciate it.